All right, Packer Nation, happy Thursday. Hope you are well. Hopefully, this first week of distance learning hasn't been too stressful. Remember, this is a time that everybody on planet Earth pretty much understands the need to be flexible, understands the need to go slow. So, if you're frustrated, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you feel like something isn't working, take a deep breath. You've seen those pictures of those nurses, those doctors going into hospitals. They don't have the right gear. They don't have the right stuff. They're wearing garbage bags. They're making masks out of different things. The time right now requires us to be patient and be creative. And we as teachers understand that. So stuff might not work perfectly the first time. We know right now Schoology is super maxed out, especially once everybody in America gets on it. When the kids on the West Coast wake up, so say from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., everybody's trying to use Schoology. Super busy, super hard to make it work. But earlier and later, people are having more luck, right? It's frustrating, but it's part of the reality. Now, the key is, and y'all have done a great job, communicate. Let us know where you're at. Let us know what you need help with. That's really the point of this whole first week. You can see we're not doing a ton of heavy lifting. We're just trying to figure out who's logging in, who needs help, what do we need to change. And it's going to get better. And I appreciate your flexibility and your willingness to be patient, but also be creative. Also, I'm super grateful for those of you who've reached out. Frank does get to be an older brother now. My wife did give birth. I'm super excited to talk about it more and show some pictures. But right now, got to get back and be the best dad that I can be. But I did want to get you started here, especially this week, to work out the kinks with distance learning. So hopefully you've already looked in the course materials. If you didn't finish all the digital skills assessment from Tuesday, you need to go back in and do that, right? Just to make sure you have the tools that you need to be successful. Could be May 4th, we're back in school. Could be next fall, we're actually back physically in school. So we want to make sure that we've got the muscles, the tech muscles necessary to do this work for at least the rest of the month, if not the rest of the year. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to transition into what Unit 7 is going to look like in a very simple way, right? So Thursday 4.2, we've got the daily agenda, right? If I open up the Thursday folder, we can see the daily agenda. And if you want to push pause and just read through it, good, right? If you want to hear me talk through it, that's fine. Most people understand if you don't do the do now, you can't be marked present. Mine are just very simple questions with your name and kind of where you're at. So make sure you do that before 2 p.m., right? That's easy. Then we've got this short clip and reflection. A lot of you probably, especially I know track and field, I think, are familiar with this incredible story called Unbroken. Even if you're familiar with the story, even if you've read the book, which is an incredible book, I don't want to get into it because I want to be respectful of your time, but holy buckets, this story is incredible. I want us to get us thinking about it by watching the clip about the movie and then reflecting. And then the other one is standard U.S. history stuff for us all year, just an intro vocabulary learning check. So you've got the notes, you've got the flipped lecture, and then you've got a brief learning check using those notes. So you can see really if you're caught up, again today, very straightforward, just trying to get to make sure we know everybody is logging in and being successful. So you've got the do now, you've got the unbroken clip and the reflection question, and then you've got the learning check. Hopefully that's respectful. I've been hearing feedback from people saying I'm kind of right there, I'm average, not the shortest assignments in the grade, but not the longest assignments in the grade. I feel pretty good about that, especially because Tuesday was really just those digital skills. So thank you for those of you who've reached out either with questions or congratulations. I really appreciate that, and I miss you all. And then just take a look at this stuff today. Be flexible, communicate, and we'll kind of see where we're at here after a full week of distance learning. Great. Thanks. Go Pack.